morning, everybody. This is Parallax of the Black Pants Legion here tonight with you, painting with Parallax, or as you might have otherwise seen, the new Marik Workshop. Thanks to Bulk last week for brainstorming that with me. Joining me this week is the aforementioned Bulk Zerker, another host here on WBPL, and has his own channel. Ask him about it at some point. And also joining us tonight is the Warlax, also of the Black Pants Legion. Go ahead and say hi, guys.
Hello.
Hello.
And Warlax is joining us here for the first time. Obviously, if you've been with us for a while, you know that. But he's another prolific painter here on the BPL. And he sent along some things that he thought he was particularly proud of. And at least that's what I assume. I assume that's why you sent those.
I sent those because they were what I had available and that I could take pictures of.
Well, that's like the same thing. But I'm going to go ahead and put some of these up and give him an opportunity to tell you about what he's been doing and the kind of work that he's been on to. And like I really like this this first one, this Tau battle suit that you've got. This that's just a clean paint job.
Yeah, when it comes down to that, that is the model that has actually taken me the longest amount of time in putting together painting, basing, and everything else that goes along with it. That was like a 2-month build and paint job on that one. But what I really wish I would have been able to pick out on that is there is a lot of weathering up at the top of the mantle in front of the helmet and stuff like that that you can't catch from here, but God, it looks good. Down at the bottom for the basing, using cork for rocks, it actually worked out fairly well. And then just some sand and static grass.
I thought it looked great. Like I've been looking into some other ideas for that kind of basing where I've seen people talk about coconut husk for it, that the kind of stuff that you can get at like Petco and that kind of thing for substantially cheaper than your average woodland scenics and that kind of thing.
What I'll actually tell you is if you want coconut husk, go to a garden store.
Yeah?
Yeah, they do like coconut husk planters.
You know, I've seen those.
Yeah.
Is that cheaper than getting the bricks of it?
What's that?
Is that cheaper than getting it by the brick?
I would assume so, because you're able to get them, you know, in at least as large a quantity, but in a disposable package. So you're looking at being able to rush out there, get one of those at like, you know, let's say the high end is $24-25, but you might be getting like double the amount.
Wow. Okay, let's go ahead and get a look at the other one, and I'll let you talk about that one.
Okay.
What you got there?
Well, that is a Star Wars Legion scale ATST. Decided that I would go a little bit out and out. Again, that one is fairly heavily weathered, especially around the cheeks and up at the top. There's also that blast pock mark that is over by the eye that was actually my first foray into using pigment powders. And I feel that that came out very well for like a blaster cannon that, you know, skimmed or skipped off.
Yeah, I thought that looked great. I've screwed around with pigment powders a little bit, but like I was telling you earlier off stream, I'm usually using it for basing or weathering like dusty kind of textures around the legs and feet and that kind of thing.
Yeah. One of the other things that was a first on that one, since Lord Grimos, I think?
Sure.
Was saying that those were excellent greens. I didn't just use a single green on those. It was a set green, and I went over it with a green ink, which was, again, a first for me, is using a few inks that I haven't used before. By the way, anyone that's out there, not sponsored or anything else, but um, let's see, it's scale 75.
Mm-hmm. I've heard of them a few times from a lot of the
Oh
YouTube
my God.
painters.
Oh my God, they are fantastic.
For
I can
those of
fit
you
them
that
down
aren't for those of you that aren't familiar with painting with acrylic inks, they tend to have pretty good opacity, but at the same, like, they're great for filtering, they're great for glazing, and they do have some opacity built into them, so they're good for things like airbrushing. I use a lot of inks for airbrushing, and also for going over like a zenithal highlight. They let that shading come right through, but they add some great color at the same time.
Yeah, I actually used it in one of my commissioned pieces recently. I was having issues making water down at the bottom appear translucent rather than, opaque. I went and scraped off all of the paint again, scrubbed it all off, and used a blue ink throughout it, and it worked wonderfully.
It's a good tip for any of y'all that have been thinking about that kind of thing too. All right. Well, Orlax, I know that you were planning on doing some painting tonight also while we were at it. What are you working on?
Yes. Well, actually, in the vein of that first image, I have a crusade coming up at the store that I work for. So I'm going to be painting up one of my devilfish that still needs some work on it.
Okay. And what about you, Bulk? Are you painting tonight?
Not painting, don't have supplies, my friends.
Bulk. We're going to have to send you some supplies. We're going to have to send you, like, the worst possible Citadel Learn to Paint set that we can.
Oh, no. Send
Okay,
me
so
some
the
apple barrel. Send me some apple barrel. I'll start painting up some D&D figurines really poorly.
A big old box of Tester's enamels, just because I hate you.
Oh, God.
Oh, wow. You really do hate me.
Oh, enamels are the worst.
Enamels are the worst if you're using them for any kind of fine detail. They're one of the best paints for an actual finish.
Well, I mean, sure, at the same time, they're a nightmare to work with.
Oh, absolutely. But if you want a candy finish, you do enamel.
Oh, yeah. It's hard as hell. It doesn't, you're not going to damage that finish unless you actually set out to, that kind of thing. At the same time, it's a tremendous pain in the ass.
Yes, it is.
Full disclosure on, like, care package for me. The last time I had plastic crack in my place, I sent it to Brazil.
This is true. I seem to remember you telling me that.
Yep, it went to Lowe's.
Here's the deal. You don't have to worry about plastic crack.
It's resin. I'll send you resin.
Oh, boy, something to use my N95s on.
Citadel Crapcast.
No, I'll send you a nice 3D printed cicada that chat loves so very much already. Of course, this is a cicada that I've already, shoved a polystyrene tube onto one of the medium lasers. So I guess this is the one with the PPC now. I don't know.
I mean, yes, it absolutely could be.
Sure.
It could be it could be a very angry medium laser.
It is a terrifically angry. It's a medium laser.
Heavy medium laser.
It's clan tech.
Binary medium laser.
But sometimes you can get away with that kind of shit and nobody will notice. Like, I've got this Warhammer here that I printed some weeks ago, and like one of the barrels just like it came out flat. I don't know why it does that sometimes. It's got to be a support issue, but it came out just crushed together. And just a little piece of polystyrene tubing, and like, unless you know it's there, you are not going to notice that.
No, not really.
Oh, Okay, well, I have to figure out what the hell I'm painting tonight. I know I saw Car Kick's door here a second ago in the chat. Is she still in here?
Cast resin, because if you don't get the black lung doing it, is it really a hobby?
Well, to be fair, this is printed resin. Okay, she's still here. Sweetheart, I painted you a Jaina. Ain't I sweet? It's my wife's favorite Star Wars EU character from when she was growing up.
Nice.
Ain't I just the sweetest?
So that's your that's your beloved, huh?
Yeah. Well, at least she lives with me and she puts up with me.
Oh, I believe that you had mentioned to me that you had been thinking about a Marauder 2.
I did mention a Marauder 2, something very much like this one. The base Marauder 2 with the heavy laser, or the large laser on top, because those are different things. And he's already got kind of a start of a zenithal highlight on him. I need to reinforce that a bit, but okay. We're trying something a little different here tonight. I was told that the white balance was a bit off in previous episodes, and there was a lot of light shining off the table, so we're trying it on the cutting mat. I've tried turning down the brightness in the camera application. Hopefully that solves some of these issues people are telling me I'm having.
With production issues. Super fun.
Technical problems. An entirely novel case of such things happening here at WBPL 76.
Well, I mean, when you are a new channel, there are bound to be teething problems.
No, we are clearly a well-established and well-oiled machine here at WBPL 76.
Well, if you ask Razor, we are.
Oh my God, he said that with a straight face.
Okay.
No, I really didn't say much at all.
Yep.
We don't know how straight his face was.
Oh. All right. So, one of the questions that I saw in chat before we started piqued my interest quite a bit, and that was simply, what mech would Bob Ross pilot?
What mech would Bob Ross... Well, painting Bob Ross or U.S. Air Force Bob Ross?
Let's go with painting Bob Ross.
Then probably a Charger, because it's not going to hurt anything.
See, I would actually put him in a cataphract, because then only happy little accidents could happen.
Well, that wasn't supposed to happen.
Well, silly me, it appears that I have started all of this and didn't get any paper towel. I will be right back.
Well, and it appears that I started dry brushing and had a joint fail on this Marauder. So, sometimes shit happens, kids. Okay.
You know what? You say that, and I'm gonna go with the Cattle Master.
The cattle... That's Atari and... is that a converted industrial mech? I don't remember.
Yes.
Yeah. Whew.
What is it now?
The Cattle Master.
Oh!
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's, Master Mayhem is saying the King Crab. Was the Cattle Master a 100-tonner? I thought it was.
I thought it was like 15.
Yeah, I thought it was.
You know, I really can't argue with Master Mayhem, though. He really likes crabs, and that is a big old cabin.
Yep.
This is true.
A big old cabin so that you can see all of those mountains.
Yep.
Okay, kids. Sometimes you break models by accident while you're doing this stuff, and then you just... And because this is resin and not plastic, there's no... you can't use plastic cement on this stuff, so a little bit of super glue, a little bit of activator, and we hope for the best. And we might paint something different.
I wish I could think of that adhesive that I was using for the pewter models.
Oh, I hate pewter models.
I have pewter wraiths at my friend's house clear across the state right now. G1 wraiths.
Goodness.
And
Don't worry, Parallax. The pewter can't hurt you.
Well, I don't know. If it falls off the shelf above me and hits me, it can.
Oh, it'll hurt you. They're not light.
But that's gravity hurting you, kind of.
Here's the fun part about them. They were painted with tinsel paint.
Oh! You painted them with Tester's enamel. You're evil.
Yeah.
Tester's enamel on metal minis. Jesus.
Yep. You want to have a fun one with that? I'll do you one better. I did hit it with 2000 grit sandpaper.
I mean, hell, that's almost like looking at it hard at that scale, but...
Yeah.
I can't say anything to Bulk about that.
I mean, you
because...
can't.
No, I actually can't.
No, it was 1500. My bad. Still,
I
very lightly sanded it.
I got my first Space Marines. And those Space Marines were painted excellently by one of my friends.
Mm-hmm.
What did you do?
I decided that I really didn't like Ultramarines.
Okay, that's fair.
And I decided to try and paint them.
Did you at least strip the paint that was on them first?
Oh, no, I did not.
Oh, God, dude. I'm not sure you're welcome on this stream right now.
I was, at the time, like 12 years old. But not only did I not strip the paint off of them, I then used the only paint that I had available to myself, which was Tester's enamel.
Oh, God. It just keeps happening.
Oh, man. I was getting ready to hear Crayola. But this just keeps getting better and better.
I'd
sooner have the apple barrel from Walmart, man.
Listen, I've gotten a lot better. I just
tried
ruined a couple of Ultramarines.
Yeah, there are just a couple of Ultramarines. Don't worry. Gilliman could go out in the garden and pick up a couple hundred of those.
Yeah, I know, right? I was about to say, does anyone really blame me for ruining Ultramarines? They're Ultramarines.
No, I don't mind that a bit. It's like I show the age of my interest in any 40K at any level, which isn't terribly deep to start with. But I said, oh yeah, I like the Blood Ravens. Gee, I wonder where he got that one.
That is actually my favorite semi-canon chapter.
I mean, they are canon. They're just not,
Yeah.
Well, all of the canon that has been written by them was written by C.S. Goto, and no one believes that he... Yeah.
Let me put it like this. They exist. They are mentioned in source material.
Yes.
I was going to say, loads of video games reference them, and if you just lean into the meme that they're great.
If you lean into Space Marine.
No, even better yet is they are, the kleptomaniacs of Space Marines.
And they might be Loyalist Thousand Sons, maybe.
Possibly. And Arcanash, yes, at least it was not latex house paint.
Okay, let's see. I guess, considering my immediate problems with my friend the Marauder 2 over here, I'm going to do an honest-to-God Catalyst Warhammer. Now, this is the part where I have been reminded by station management to tell everyone here that on, I believe the date is June the 4th, WBPL 76 is going to be hosting an interview with Tex and Crowend and Gypsy about the Warhammer video. So I encourage everybody to be here for it. I'm sure someone can find what time we're doing that. But I'll mention that again later, just so that people don't forget. Let's see.
Para?
I'm still here.
If you decide that at any point you need to take a break from that Warhammer,
then
can I make a request?
Perhaps. What you got?
The Archer.
I don't have an Archer here.
Really?
Like, I don't have one ready to go, anyway.
Okay. It is my favorite Inner Sphere battle mech, actually.
I mean, that's fair. I think I've established at this point that mine is probably the Orion. And I think Bulk is a fan of the Osiris. Bulk, I have no idea. I picked a mech at random.
Thanatos.
Thanatos, that's it. It was the Thunderbolt. I'm sorry, not the Inner Sphere Thor. That's what you called it.
Mm-hmm. No, actually...
As Bulk just said, 4th of June between 8 and 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Actually, in all fairness, my favorite mech, just in general, is technically Apocryphal Canon.
Oh, you like that Ares, don't you?
No.
Good. No super heavies on this channel.
No super heavies. I actually sent you a photo of it earlier today.
Oh, what was it? I'm trying to come up with a color scheme for this Warhammer since I wasn't planning on painting him. But what was it?
It was that Hellhound.
Oh, that one! Yes, I actually...
Specifically, the Mech Warrior 4 Hellhound.
Yes, the totally not... Was it... No, I guess it was a Hellhound. That was more or less the Wolverine 2C.
Which is the Conjurer, which is currently actually canon.
However, that is a different mech than the Hellhound that's in Mech Warrior 4.
A first Somerset Strikers themed Warhammer? Is what some is what chat's asking.
I've actually got a couple of Somerset Strikers mechs already going. And in fact, if we want to do that, if we want to lean into that, I'll need to get a reference picture for this. I do in fact have a Mauler ready to go right here.
Okay. Black Widow.
Hi, Cole. Like the Black Widow Warhammer. Well,
yeah,
I'm trying to fit it into for the Catalyst ones. I like to fit them into units I've already got going, and I'm a free worlds guy.
You have no dragoons. Okay.
I've done dragoons. I know I've got some Black Widow related stuff floating around, where Black Widow company stuff, where
right.
I think I had a Shadowhawk and a few things here and there like that. But if chat wants something Somerset Strikers, then I can do this Mauler. My son has been bugging me for more Battletech cartoon mechs for him anyway.
Aren't you just the best dad ever?
I do okay. He has the Axeman and he has the Bushwhacker so far.
Right on.
And he loves them. And he keeps asking me to make him more Axemen. And, like...
in Somerset.
He didn't tell you, Adam. You won the planet, but he took all the people. Wait, what? How? How did he take all the people?
Apparently, Somerset didn't have very many people.
I guess they all fit in one dropship.
Yes, they all fit in one dropship because only one city existed on Somerset. That's the thing that they don't tell you.
That's right. City of Somerset, County of Somerset, Planet of Somerset.
Yeah, it's just all they had there was the mech training facility.
Don't worry.
What is the strategic significance of Somerset? Well, sir, actually, it's a really big F-off mech training facility, apparently.
I mean, apparently second rate, but I mean, it's no Nagelring.
The Nagelring isn't even the Nagelring anymore. Oh. Do you remember when everything used to just
Do you have any idea how weird it is when you try to find paint references for Somerset Strikers stuff, and on the first page of the image search, I've got 3 of my pictures?
Nice.
Congrats.
Vegan Rangers. Okay. I read that as Vegeta Rangers. I was like,
Vegeta
what?
Rangers. Okay. I'm liking where that's going. We'll pick a light mech for that. Here's a wolfhound.
Oh, yeah. and you're just going to paint it up like Vegeta's armor, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Or are you going to paint it pink and write the stuff on the back?
You're gonna have to give me something to go on.
Yeah, you know, when Vegeta was like not wearing his sand combat armor.
No, I don't think I'm gonna do that one. We'll go
with Z Fighter Wolfhounds.
Oh, wow!
One of my Patreons actually did post free Ginyu Force STLs this week.
Nice.
I don't know if I'm going to do anything with them or not, but by God, I've got them.
So, I'm going to send you a couple other pictures, since you had not. You said used the speed paints before from Army Painter. My boss just sent me some photos of what that speed paint yellow that he was picking up today ended up looking like.
Well, that'll be interesting to see, because yellow fucking sucks most of the time.
Got here cold.
Yes!
Ooh. Okay.
Ah.
Zug.
Unit color compendium he has posted.
Did I accidentally do that?
Vegeta.
Vegeta.
What does the script say about his ammo pins? Oh my god, what? Clan Ghost Nappa.
So he says that the Awesome and Firestarter are speed paint, while the Catapult is contrast. To give you an idea as to what the difference would be. But those are the images that were sent.
Looking at it, you said the Catapult is contrast?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I like the speed paint better. It's sunk in a little bit more. It's got some more of the oranger hues down in the dark, down in the crevices of the model there. I like that better. I've only heard one downside to the quick shades, or the quick paints, and that's apparently if you try to do a wash or glaze over them, you can in fact reactivate the quick paint.
Ooh.
So I guess either don't thin it down, or the other thing that I saw was if you do thin it down, use the quick shade medium to thin your paints. But, or I guess if you really wanted to, you could like apply a quick matte varnish over the top of it. Which that would probably be my solution there, but...
Well, yeah, it's the fastest solution.
Okay.
I 100% understand it.
Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Oh, okay, that wasn't supposed to happen. We're having some technical difficulties here tonight on Painting with Parallax. Nothing substantial, but troublesome regardless.
What mech did you break this time?
I didn't break a mech this time. I pulled the top right off of a bottle of Pro Acryl transparent paint.
Oh, no.
It went right back on, but still don't know why I'm having such trouble tonight. The Van Zant 44th side corners.
So, Parallax, I'm going to ask you a question here.
I'm going to answer a question.
Which is simply going to be, what do you prefer for your metallics?
I've got a couple options. These are the ones that I generally like, where I've got Viejo metal color airbrush colors, and I've also got, like, if you've watched any of the prior streams, you know I'm gonna say I've got a real thing for the Pro Acryl paints. So like the Pro Acryl Metallics are also top notch.
Okay. Gotcha. Because currently I have a vast assortment, but all of them are slightly different.
Yeah.
Like, my golds are Citadel.
Mm-hmm.
My silver and brass are Golden Fluids,
This is the
which is a brand that Michael sells.
Okay.
That I thin the hell out of. And I also have Craft Smart, which Michaels sells, because I have found that since I use a lot of metallics, especially painting Grey Knights, I tend to go with those because they tend to be cheaper and at least as good, if not better quality when thinned down.
Yeah, the nice thing about the Viejo metal color airbrush ones is that, like, they're already fairly thin. They're designed to go through an airbrush. They thin very nicely, all that kind of stuff. And man, they just look phenomenal.
Yeah.
But the problem is getting them. If, like, you don't have a place nearby that sells them, like, that's going to be an Amazon order. And I don't know if you've tried buying mini paints off of Amazon for the last couple of years, but it is not the best experience.
Coming from someone who works at a hobby shop, so having to order stuff like that all the time, right now, no one has paint, and it is extremely difficult to get any in. The only one that we can actually get in on, regular orders is testers.
Wow. Like, you can't, like, I know I've ordered some Army Painter stuff, like, for my brother's birthday back in March, that kind of thing. And that came in pretty reliably, but that was also there in that first few days of being able to order that quick shade.
Yep. We have a couple of the quick shade boxes on our shelves. But, like the single bottle paints of Vallejo Game Color or Tamaya or anything like that, it has just been absolutely terrible. Just trying to get those in. And, you'll have someone that comes in and says, oh, well, I was really hoping that you had this. And I'm really super happy that I found an app that essentially you can look at what color you have and match it to, like, a bunch of different options and give them options of what you actually have to get them close.
I don't envy you on that. I don't envy you on that at all. Now, you had told me earlier that you work in a hobby shop of some nature, but I'm assuming then this is not, like, exclusively a game store. I assume this is a broader nature of hobby store.
Yep, trains, games,
automobiles.
RC, yeah, it's essentially any hobby that you might have.
That's right, guys. They sell drugs out of the back.
Time to hydrate, guys.
Oh, gotta hydrate.
Drink your paint water.
Oh, I'm going to drink this Yingling if you don't mind.
No, I was joking with both before the stream today. I'm glad that I dropped my paint water because it was blue like my Pepsi.
I'm assuming you mean the can.
Yes.
Because I haven't seen Pepsi Blue in stores in 20 years.
It came back for a little while here last year.
I think one of you has told me that before, and, like, a pandemic season, I don't believe anything happened, so.
We'll just pretend everything was a fever dream and walk away.
Pandemic.
Planet
pretty good
Earth
there,
presents. Oh, I'm not thrilled with it. I accidentally painted his entire body blue, forgetting that Saiyan armor's not blue on the chest. Whoopsie daisy. So we'll go back and whiten that right up. But we'll probably have to use a brush that doesn't have some very, very persistent blue paint in it.
Coyote, do we sell ammo directly? No. Do we sell things that might be able to help you make ammo? Yes.
Perhaps. Do we sell primers? Well, that depends. Who's asking?
All right, I'm seeing posture check and another hydrate.
Posture check.
Yep.
Hey, wait a second. I thought that... Did somebody turn off the timer on hydrate again?
Probably. I mean, what else are we gonna put points on? Although, now that I think about it, maybe we should start putting that in when Tex gets his Q&A on the stream.
What, a timer on it, or?
Well, no. We'll put a point value for highlighting. That way, the questions get answered.
Mm-hmm.
Haha! I'm an evil man.
I suppose that depends on who's handling chat for him.
Yeah.
Which I know it's... Oh, by the way, guys, our good friend Stryker of the News Media will be running that interview on that day, so... If you guys have any Ghostbusters questions, save them up and ask them to Stryker.
Oh my god, if we could just make like the first 40 questions about Ghostbusters.
Does Stryker not like Ghostbusters? Or is
Stryker lives and breathes Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
The thing of it is like, okay, this Q&A is specifically for the Warhammer. The first 40 questions are about Ghostbusters. That'd go over about as well as the bubblegum thing, I think.
The bubblegum? What did I miss?
The podcast.
Yep, about asking Tex, Goat, and Crow what their favorite flavor of. Yep.
I must have not been listening.
They got like 6 legionaries to call in and ask that question in a row.
Back to back. And they answered them
Depp,
back to back.
Depp was in on that joke.
Oh, he was.
Wasn't Depp one of the calls?
I hope he was the last one.
No, Depp does the screening.
I know he does, but I thought that he also was like the first call in the series.
I thought that was Tom.
You mean Wide Tom of Wide Tom's Bean House?
Yeah, Wide Tom's Bean House. Wide Tom here. I can't do Tom. I will not.
Nobody can do Tom.
I will not besmirch Tom's royal visage.
Tom Bombadil, former mayor of the Black Pants Legion.
Forever mayor of the Black Pants Legion, stealer of Fartonium.
Okay. This is an unprecedented level of what the fuck is going on.
Beautiful.
Oh no.
This cheap-ass Chinese brushes give out after 2 years. Who told them they could do that?
Well, let's actually ask that question.
Parallax, either if you could bring your
Oh, am I doing that again?
hand, yeah, you're basically painting at the very top of the camera again.
There. That. Let's see if that does it. Yeah, that's better.
So,
At the painter.
I had asked you a
Awesome.
question.
Okay.
About your preference of brushes, and you said we should save it.
Okay, preference of brushes. This will surprise basically nobody. But when it comes to really nice brushes, I like the stuff that I can get from Monument Hobbies. That said, the majority of my work 9 times in 10, I am using cheap-ass, like, hobby store come in a pack of a dozen brushes. Because most of the time, you don't really need a really sharp brush.
Okay.
And
That's fair.
I'm using these because, you know, they're good enough. They've got a nice belly on them, etc., etc. Apparently, they're, you know, they've got the ability to come apart like a transformer combiner, so that you can get in tight places. It's a feature, not a bug.
Yep. No, I ask because 2 years ago I was looking for brushes, and went down the Amazon rabbit hole as you do.
Mm-hmm.
Before I was working at the hobby store.
Going down the Amazon rabbit hole as we all do in our own time. Yea, verily.
Yes. And I stumbled across a brand called Nictpro.
Could you spell it?
Nicpro.
Okay.
That their detail brushes, a set of detail brushes is like $18 or something like that. But I have had them for 2 years. They have not lost a point. And I am still using them on this devilfish right now. And they are just gorgeous in the hand.
Let's take a look here.
Fantastically constructed. And I am super happy with them.
Okay, I'm seeing what you got. Well, let's see. Okay, what I've immediately got here are Teklon brushes from Nictpro.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look, they have a real website, too. Okay. These that you're talking about look shockingly similar. And I'm not saying they're the same thing, guys. I'm not saying that. To these that I got off of Amazon that are labeled as D'Artisan Shop. And...
Yep. And I saw that on one of the last streams and was sitting there going, wait a minute, is he using one of the brushes that I use? Because that would make me happy. Someone else knows about them.
And, you know, under normal circumstances, I would say this is one of those things where it's like, oh, clearly this is one of those nameless, made in location disclosed brushes that's just rebranded. Except, you know, most of the time, companies that sell those don't actually have, like, a real website. They're just an Amazon storefront. So...
Mm-hmm.
And then these are actually, like, 3/0 instead of just being, like... Here are 3 zeros side by side. I don't know. Maybe not the same thing, but same idea.
Right.
That triangle grip does give you some good control.
Oh, yes. It is fantastic.
Oh, I don't
Well, Mr. Augrey, I'm glad that Parallax here, or whoever did it, influenced you to start mini painting.
Hey, Slay the Gray. Whatever you have to do... To me, this is how I unwind. And just for a point of reference, for anybody that's watching me try to do this right now with this detail brush, this is why I use big chunky brushes for most of my base coating, because this is just going to take for fucking ever.
So, Parallax, I think Bolt can back me up on this. I disappeared from the Legion for, like, almost a month.
Mm-hmm.
Back in fall last year.
Mm-hmm.
And I sent you a photo.
Me or Bulk?
No, I sent you a photo earlier today.
Okay.
Of a terrain piece. You said that you do this to unwind.
I do.
I also do this to unwind. That is what came out of that 2 months of dealing with stuff.
Now, what I've got is the bridge. I don't think I have, like, the whole... It looks like this is part of...
It was like a temple.
Okay.
So you got the stairs that go up to a ruined temple.
Okay. Okay. I'll pull it up. I'll bring it on stream. Looks like you've got some extruded foam and modeling paste over that. Would that be about right?
Oh, dude, it's white foam. I'm not sure if that's the...
Okay, it's styrofoam. Yeah.
Yeah, it's straight styrofoam. Because that's what I had at the time.
Hey, man, you cover it with the right stuff, you don't know it's styrofoam. It's fine.
Yep.
How the hell does OBS work again?
I don't know.
That's okay. It's a mystery to all of us. Hey, there we go. There's the upper left corner of the picture, everybody. I hope you're enjoying that.
Wow, such great stuff. I love that I made that.
It's a great backdrop there, man. It's great. There we go.
Yeah, so that was 2 months of building, shaping, painting, planting, weathering, and putting it all together. The gray used for the stones, you cannot find anywhere.
Mix it yourself, or?
I mixed it myself. 3 different times, which meant that I had to go over all of it. 3 different times, which actually was helpful because, you know, stones don't tend to be one color.
Right.
So you go over something 3 times and you go, oh, that's really nice. That's really cool. Oh, that actually looks like stone. Okay, that's why it does.
I'll pull one up that I did. I guess it's been a couple of years now that a friend of mine was putting together an art magazine that was, how did he put it? It was based off of handhelds for handheld video games for various generations up through, I can't remember, maybe, I don't think it quite got to the DS.
Yeah, this is the this is the Samus.
This is the Metroid 2, not even Return of Samus, but the original Metroid 2 on the Game Boy, where I tried to kind of color match the Game Boy screen, which in my head is green, and as it turns out might actually be more yellow than that, but this is how I remember it.
And I mean, dude, that looks fantastic.
You know what the hardest part of this damn thing was? Was getting the lighting right for the stupid picture. Because I had to fight and fight and fight with the lighting. It was like, I'll move the light over here. I'll move the light over there. I'll light it from the distance. What finally worked? The damn light over the kitchen table.
Mm-hmm. You just needed the light from above.
Yeah. Just, you know, the chandelier over the dining room table.
No, dude.
Son of a bitch.
So you know what I'm going back to school for, yes?
I don't. I assume it's paleontology.
No, I'm going back for photography due to product photography and stuff like that being a thing. One of the photos that I sent you again today, and I keep bringing these up, but that tiger tank.
Ah. Okay, I'm going to pull this one up, and then I'm going to try to paint for a while.
By all means. I apologize, I'm not meaning to do that.
That's okay, you're naturally good at it. You don't even have to try.
Yeah, but now you're not going to want me back here.
No, you're fine. You're chatty. I need chatty. I mean, Bulk's over here being quiet. What am I supposed to do with Bulk?
Well, I mean, you guys are just yucking it up here. I'm just halfway watching chat. Metroid Chandler, Revenge of Psalms. Man, if we could only get another good Metroid game.
Dread was great. What are you talking about?
So, with that, those minis and everything else, all of those are mini. All of those are available at our store. Everything was great. I just took a picture because I needed to go ahead and do something for product.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt that had come out very, very well. The shading and everything else on the tigers themselves worked really well with the smoke in the background. And would you believe it if I told you that that was all one light?
Huh. Well, I'm guessing it's a light above it and off to the left of the camera.
No.
No, and how the hell is that casting that shadow?
Far, right, and back behind the camera.
Huh.
Look at the shadow of the building off on the left-hand side.
Yeah, okay. Okay. I guess I'm just going to start boxing stuff up to you and send it to you so that you can take pictures for my Instagram.
Well, the biggest issue that I have right now is, as the audience may have already noticed, I don't have a light box. I only have a sheet that I can stretch out and make a semi-endless looking backdrop.
Well, let me go ahead and demystify that real quick, for at least for the people in chat. For the stuff that you're doing that's substantially larger, it's a different thing. But for most of the stuff that I have in like the opening, in the opening slideshow, that's all done with just sheets of letter paper that are lit from above, in front, and behind.
Yeah. Fair enough. You're making a light box whether you know it or not.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
But it's just made of paper.
Yeah. It diffuses the light nicely, and as long as there's light coming from behind it, it doesn't really have the shadows come through.
That's great. I'll have to go get letter paper.
This cheap-ass copy paper.
Yeah, I know. I just don't have a printer.
I'm not necessarily recommending a printer. They're still hateful machines.
Yes, they are. So I have gotten a good deal of this devilfish detailed out in gold, but I'm gonna have to go over it again because I started with a black base coat.
Ooh, yeah, you're gonna have a few coats to get good coverage on that.
Yeah. But that being said, I am more than willing to work at it to make it look good.
How's chat doing, Bulk?
They're being... Does college rolled paper work?
I wouldn't say so, no, because those lines are going to show up.
Yep.
Well, yes and no. If your depth of field is shallow enough, you should be alright. You might see a little bit, but not nearly enough of the lines. You might just blur them out. But what I'd say is try it at the very least.
That's fair. At the same time, I would remind everyone that copy paper is relatively cheap.
Yeah. Dark steel, the issue with a black primer is that while painting metallics over it, it doesn't go as far. So while you're working on it, if you have any larger space and you have to drag your brush, you're going to need to put another layer over top of it because the metallic fleck that is in the paint doesn't have enough movement or enough stretch to go over that whole thing.
Yeah, because that's really what you're getting out of metallic paint is it's usually, it's acrylic paint with a base color in it, and then there's usually a metal of some nature. Frequently in the less expensive stuff, it's mica powder that that gives you that sparkle. Now, if you're doing it with this is the one thing that I will say enamels are good for. This is the one thing, is I don't know what it is about. I don't know how enamels are made. I don't know how they work. I know they're petroleum based, etc., but enamel metallics are amazing just across the board. If you can put up with them, if you can thin them out with a little bit of white spirit and do what you need to with them, the metallic colors are great.
Here is the one caveat that I will say to that, and it is one word.
Plastics?
Can you guess what it is before I say it?
I'm going to say plastics, because
Mm.
anytime somebody says to me one word, just one word, I guess The Graduate pops into my head.
All clad.
That feels like two words. I'm pretty sure it's a brand name.
It's a brand name. It is one word, brand name, and for airbrush and stuff like that, their chrome is one of the best finishes that I have seen, period. You get an actual mirror finish from it.
I have had some stuff like that in the past, although, again, I'm pretty sure it was enamel-based, that I had... It was in a gold color. I was in high school. My mother picked it up for me one day while she was out. I don't have any idea where she got it. And it was like I dipped a figure in it, effectively. Like, I painted it, but I covered the whole thing in it to, like, make a statue. And it was like, this thing looks like it's... This thing doesn't look like it's painted. It looks like it's made of, like, brass or gold or something like that. And it's bizarre when you can actually find that, but broadly, I can't get it with acrylics.
No.
Oh, wait, no, guys, we have to stop. Hi, Cookie.
Yep. Hey, Cookie.
Everybody loves Cookie. Cookie the best.
Now, Uprising had asked, is there anything you might suggest for a person who wants to paint, but their hands shake like they're strapped to a paint mixer?
Yes.
I would also say yes, but mine might be taken and misconstrued the wrong way.
I was going to say, find yourself a relatively simple kind of color scheme for something that you like, or, honest to God, just paint because you enjoy doing it, and contrast paints.
So what I would say, and I am not at all advocating terrible ideas, but
We here at WBPL 76 do not advocate terrible ideas. We do encourage you to come up with your own.
No, I am one of these people. My hands actually shake terribly, except when I am conked off my gourd on caffeine.
Well, that's not the way that usually works.
No, ADD and ADHD, the way that they work for that
Goes you on meth.
is they essentially put you on meth. Yeah.
Sweet.
So you get on speed, and you start shaking when you don't have enough caffeine. So, in that case, I will drink caffeine before something like this, and my hands will be steady.
You know, I have run into some of the online painters on YouTube, the Ninjons and the Black Magic Crafts of the world, those kind of things, where they say like, "Oh yeah, I got into painting this, and I made the mistake in drinking a bunch of coffee before I got into it," and I'm always struck, like, you people don't live on coffee, do you?
There's blood in my caffeine system.
I guess Jake from Texas is in the chat.
Hi, Jake from Texas.
Hi, Jake from State Farm.
Oh, it's that Jake. Hi, Jake. Jake is a friend of mine. I'm not gonna give away details of Jake, but Jake is a really cool artist friend of mine that works in the video game industry.
Awesome.
Ask Jake art questions. Oh, Cookie, I am also familiar with Thunderhead. Thunderhead has made some wonderful, wonderful models that I've picked up over time. He went back and he made all of the Battletech mechs that were from Fist of the Sun Dougram. And he did them in the original anime style, so they exist in a format that hasn't existed in Battletech since like 1984.
As a not too involved painter's man, would just learning to do washes help somebody that has
Yeah, certainly.
Well, that's
Because,
kind of what I'm saying with like contrast paints. They'll accomplish the same thing for you.
Yeah.
The deal with washes contrast is that they're thin enough that they will settle in the low places on the model and give you realistic shading, even if your hands shake like crazy.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying about finding like simple color patterns. Like white is usually a tremendous pain in the ass. White can be the absolute bane of your existence. But if you have a model that has like nice panel lines in it, or it's more of a an organic model with some shapes to it. Let's say BattleTech, because we are who we are. Like this is a clan horned owl. It's a Catalyst model. It's got some great panel lines in it. It was primed in black, and then I overbrushed white onto it. And in the process of doing that and focusing more on the top than getting into the bottom of it, the panel lines are maintained. There's shading on the bottom of it. I didn't have to focus on any particular part of it. It's just you take your brush and you go like that. And that's all there really is to like getting a good, at least base layer of white down. Like it doesn't have to be a trial unless it's yellow, and then it's a trial.
Yeah, I'm feeling kind of called out here with my Tau color scheme of black, gold, white,
Did you put
and
some,
blue.
No, well, at least you didn't have any red in there.
Only for the eyes. Or the sensors. No, actually what I found difficult is doing green over a dead white.
Huh. Well, I mean, the nice thing about whenever you run into something like that is you can always put another base layer down before you start on that color. That's been, like, the breakthrough on yellow for me was whenever I started hearing people say, oh, use pink under yellow, and pink under yellow will make the yellow pop. Oh, really? Okay, I'll try that. And I'll try like a nice fleshy kind of pink. Bugman's Glow from GW. We'll try that. I don't use that color for anything. Works great. Works great.
Well, that's good to hear. No, I have a tank from Star Wars Legion that I am currently trying to get done and painted for, I think it's October, that we're supposed to be doing a Legion thing.
Yeah?
And right now it is just kicking my butt because I don't tend to work very much with white base coats. Like, I know what they do. I've used them enough to understand where they come from.
Mm-hmm.
But what I didn't know is that green apparently is a very, very thick pigment.
It depends because frequently, like cheaper colors or cheaper brands of paint will have much larger pigments in them, and they don't thin down well, and they get chalky and this and that. But
I will freely admit that the use is Vallejo dark green and Warp Lightning contrast paint as a mix.
Yeah. Wow. I'm not sure I'd want to do that. Like, if I were to do something like that, I would probably put down your green, and then I would do some edge highlighting and some highlighting in general across that with just a stark white, and then I'd put your warp green over the top of that.
It's fair. I'm willing to try anything at this point. Because it just keeps coming out a little too sloppy for what I like.
Well, I mean, you might try just in general, instead of trying to... I don't like to mix paints with contrast paints just because the mediums are different. And like on this stream, people have seen me time and time again use like a homemade kind of contrast medium that's mostly water and acrylic medium and flow improver, and that does a great job with certain paints. But I don't think I'd want to mix just like straight acrylic paint with a contrast. I'd probably do something like, depending on the color that you're shooting for, I'd do a zenithal highlight and then I'd put my contrast over it.
Okay. Fair enough. I will have to try that. The color I'm shooting for is essentially British Racing Green.
Well, that's a color I'm familiar with. Another option there is, let's see, like the same thing I said before, as far as doing the zenithal highlight. Pro Acryl makes a transparent green that I'm holding in front of the camera right now. I hope everybody can see that. And when you put it onto the palette, I'll spread that out a little bit. You end up with a color that's something like that, that's pretty close to British Racing Green. It's not quite. It's a little bluish, but...
Well, here's where I'm going to be that guy again. I sent some photos of some mechs for you. And those are British Racing Green Metallic.
British Racing Green is one of those colors that's really going to be up to the eye of the beholder and what people say it is. There is like an idea of what that color is.
So what you're saying is it doesn't look British Racing Green to you? Okay,
what I'm saying is I've seen a lot of different colors that are labeled as British Racing Green.
Yeah, that's fair.
But nobody should use it because it's cursed. It's cursed.
Oh, but it's such a gorgeous color.
Well, I guess it's only really cursed if you're a British racing driver in a British car in a race.
that is fairly true.
It's
God
1962.
help all the Jaguar and Aston Martin drivers.
And it's 1962, and I'm driving my MGA as hard as I possibly can, and what do you mean the transmission's out?
Wait, what do you mean something exploded?
I mean,
that's not supposed to happen.
It's an MGA, man. It's an MG. It's gonna happen.
Yep.
Oh dear, that's not quite fun. Oh yes. So recently, I had
in-house in cursed British Racing Green.
Recently,
very evil, very cursed. Sorry.
No, you're fine. Recently, I had kind of this eye-opening thought process about the Tau Empire in Warhammer 40,000.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone always calls them, the space communists,
mm-hmm.
the space weeaboos. I'll give you the weeaboo, okay? That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
But they are more space imperialist. Everything is about the greater good of the Tau Empire, not of any of their lower class citizens. Something like that happens, and it's one of these, oh no, it looks like the colonials are getting uppity. And shall we do something to deal with it? Why yes, send out the cannibalistic chicken birds.
The fucking Cruder at it again, boys.
Yes.
Cruder hungry.
It's one of these, I'm sitting here and I'm going,
Oh.
I desperately want to put one of my Tau in a pith helmet.
Oh my god.
What?
Well, that too, but all I can think of is the Cruder getting hungry again. Now all I can think of is Ethereal Discount Dan getting yelled at for forgetting to feed his damn crude again.
Ethereal Discount Dan.
Yes.
Wow. I'm moving into the farce here, guys.
No, I love the fact that I say I want to pull.
He's gone.
One of the guys.
back.
One of the guys over here is just do it. Do it.
Yes.
God, every now and then.
Are we sure that you're not talking about Farsight?
Oh,
I'm
love
not
it.
even sure.
If we're talking about the Tau that actually knows how to punch a man, yeah, that's Farsight.
Okay, we'll go with Farsight then. I'm pretty sure Farseer is Eldar. It's an Eldar Far. I don't play 40k, guys.
You're fine.
It's okay.
Listen, you don't play 40k, but those Mechanicus look gorgeous.
Thank you. I bought those one time, and I looked down and I said, wow, that was 10 dudes, and the box is $40. And I had to put them together. I didn't enjoy that very much. Now, to be fair, that's like $4 a model. As far as GW goes, that's an amazing deal. But on a budget, that's not the friendliest thing.
So, I have confirmation that my boss is watching this stream at some point, because as I look at my Discord, it says, and I quote, once it actually pops open to that page, no, we cannot get Pro Acryl. Looks like it's from Monument Hobbies.
It is from Monument Hobbies. I love it. Now, I think they're in Wisconsin. Is that right? I can't remember. They're in one of them northern states, I think. I could be totally off about this, guys. They could be in Arizona.
Hey guys, Ethereal Dan here with
Ethereal Dan's voluntary, totally not my controlled Vespid sting wings. Beautiful.
Hey guys, Ethereal Dan here.
Ethereal Dan.
Ethereal Dan.
I don't think Zenith is in the chat right now, but I need that to happen. Ethereal
She's gonna
Dan.
be like, what the hell's an ethereal?
Listen, if Zenith does draw an Ethereal Dan, I need a new Discord profile picture.
Ooh, baby.
Will you be paying her in goob?
I believe she takes dollary dues.
Or will this be the first NFD?
I'm going to give you some room to explain the joke.
Non-fungible digs emote.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, we do have a right proper number of digs emotes. That is to say, the other night we were... God, how many digs emotes do we have now?
34.
We got a lot of digs emotes, guys.
At least 34.
We have many bears. A few ducks, some dogs. I think there are at least 4 wide toms.
Oh God, no.
Yeah, we've got a Tom Diggs and 3 different levels of twerking toms.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of sorry about that for everybody that just had to hear that. But that's one of the prices you pay being a member of the Legion is twerking Tom. We're being taken over by digs. There's so many digs.
Oh no.
Much digs, very bare. Wow. Let's see. What color are those?
We mentioned the forbidden name.
Digs who shall not be named.
Hello, Sasquatch Face, and welcome to the show.
Painting with Parallax here at the new Marik Workshop. However we want to put it this time.
This old Marik Workshop.
I really want to know if Goat would be down to do a cover of the new Yankee Workshop for you.
You know, I made up a title card image for that, and I left it on another computer.
Uh-oh.
And now I am sitting here working on the gold for the driver's compartment here. And I actually like the way that it's turning out, even though it's like super dark. I feel that it is adding a contrast to the bright of the gold right now.
Mm-hmm. Now,
And
I would say that the Emperor approves of the use of the gold.
Well,
at the same time, we also know that Kitten disapproves of the Tau. So, take it for what it's worth.
That's not canon.
Canon to me, damn it.
Oh, have I done it again? Have I done it again? I'm done it
Uh-oh.
again.
Yep.
Foundry
Center.
Oh, let's see. I could paint the top of a Vegeta Wolfhound's head black, or I could do it in the same kind of yellow that I'm doing the
obviously
armor pads.
It obviously needs to be. Oh God. What was the color from GT? Was it black or was it red?
I don't know.
I'm gonna need a little bit of context.
Like, I'm incapable of providing it.
Well, no. It's to Warlax there.
So the idea at that point was they had produced something that was a new type of Super Saiyan, and much like Super Saiyan God is now, but he had something that was beyond the golden hair color, and I can't remember.
Oh
exactly.
yeah, it was Super Saiyan 4, and yeah, it went to black.
Okay, so it went back to black.
Wasn't it? Yep, SS4 was... Super Saiyan money was black hair. I like that one.
We can
Considering the theme song for GT was hip-hop, yeah, it's Super Saiyan money, I'll take it.
Black, huh? Well, you get to see me use a little bit of contrast paint, guys.
Mm-hmm. Black
Dragon
hair with red
Ball
fur.
GT.
Shaggy balls.
Dragon, rock the dragon.
Oh, come on, guys. Don't do
my
this
God.
to me.
He needs to be able to keep a steady hand here.
We're back to my favorite tool of all time. I know, Warlax, you were saying you were listening to some of the previous streams earlier today, so you've heard, I have no doubt, me talk about using a spring clamp on Citadel paints.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to get my spring clamp out.
It's a great idea.
Yabba
I wish I
Dabba
had
Doo Dawn Black.
Yes. Well, no, this is actually Black Templar. This is Black Templar. Now, for actual, just like straight black paint, I use Heavy Body Acrylics by Golden. For white and black, that's my choice.
I will be getting a grayscale set from Scale 75, which will have black, white, and 4 different shades of gray.
It's important to have all your grays, guys.
It really is, because it doesn't seem that a lot of people know that there are different colors that mix with gray.
Well, that and mixing a gray is kind of a pain in the butt to be consistent.
It's true.
Yes.
I actually have like half of a row on one of my organizers that's all Viejo, different colors of gray, because at some point I picked up a box of Viejo Model Air, like Air Force gray. We'll have to ask Nick about them at some point to make sure that they're accurate. But dear Nick, is this really the color of an aircraft?
Well,
That all
depends.
depends. If it's the stealth coating that's on the F-35, I can't tell you because that's classified.
No, if it's the stealth coating on the F-35, he's going to tell me it sucks anyway. Don't paint it.
Yes.
Okay, somebody said they had to have a scouter on this thing, so I'm gonna make the cockpit green just for y'all.
On one side.
No. One side of the cockpit has to be green.
I can't, dude. It's that big.
Okay.
There's no sides of this cockpit.
All right, I'll let you off with a warning.
Thank you, officer.
Well, I mean, it is your show, so I guess I shouldn't be doing that.
This is my house. This is my house. I mean, it's Dig's house. I mean, it's Tex's house, but it's a house.
Oh, it's the House of Van Zant.
It's the house that BPL built.
Too bad you can't paint USAF fighters in Richtofen red.
Richtofen red? Oh, no.
Not with that attitude, you can't.
I mean, I don't even know what Richtofen red is, but...
Do you know anything about any particularly colored barons that may or may not have pizzas named after them?
You know, I heard that he was a kind of mad lad.
It's entirely possible.
Yeah.
I can't hear stories about crazy fucking pilots without remembering Scotty from Star Trek, so... Oh, dude, like they called him... They called him something like Madman Doing in World War II, because he used to do shit like get in his plane and then, just to prove people wrong, weave his fighter between telephone poles to show that you could in fact do it.
Oh no, but these fighters now are far too fast to be able to... What is he doing? The thing that you were just saying that you couldn't do.
Well, the drunk Canadian took off, and he's... Well, that Spitfire's doing some shit we didn't think it could do.
Hold my beer and watch this, eh? I'm thinking that you're cruising for a bruising there, eh?
I'm gonna have... I hope Psydoc's watching so that he hears me say this, but, oh yeah, we're gonna go on down to the Timmy Ho-Hos and fly the Spitfire.
Oh, Timmy Ho-Hos, and you're gonna go and fly the Spitfire?
Oh yeah, down there at the Timmy Ho-Hos.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Coincidentally, guys, make sure that you refer to it as Timmy Ho-Hos when you talk to Psydoc. He loves that. I have it on the good authority of our good friend Ambulamps that Psydoc loves it whenever you call it Timmy Ho-Hos. He'll be here on Sunday. Just remember that whenever we get to the power washing stream, he'll be here on Sunday so that y'all can ask him about Timmy Ho-Hos.
You do realize he is going to kill you, right?
He's got a long drive. He'll get about to Refugio. I'll get a phone call and be like, hey, there's some weird Texan. There's some weird Canadian here in Texas coming for you.
To be clear, since someone was asking Timmy Ho-Hos?
Timmy Ho-Hos.
Tim Hortons.
Tim Hortons.
No, Timmy Ho-Hos. Clearly Timmy Ho-Hos.
Yes, but
I'm gonna get a Whopper at Timmy Ho Ho's.
Oh yeah, man! I'm going down there. I'm gonna get me a couple of Whoppers and some onion rings out there at Timmy Ho Ho's, man.
To go with them Timbits.
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
I'd like a Whopper, some fries,
And a new
Diet
Steiner
Coke.
unit. Yeah, the Timmy Ho Ho's. The diabetic Steiner Scoutlands.
Oh, that parade cartoon came on at the end of the Warhammer video.
Oh my god, that was beautiful.
And like, I sat down and I showed my wife just that segment. There she is. Snatch block! But I showed her just that, and it got up to the point where they handed him the plate and they lifted the cloche, and underneath the cloche there was the beer, the pretzel, and the note that said Octung. And before the moment could pass, she just went, "Oh no." She knew what was coming. She picked up on it faster than I did. It was great.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, you do gotta use the winch if they go itch, yeah.
No, you gotta break out the snatch block there. That's how you get the multiplicative force on the mechanical advantage there, don't you know?
Ah, no, I didn't know that.
As
Oh, yeah.
Vegeta and new you know what? I could totally see him being Illyrian.
Oh,
No. If Vegeta's anything, he's clearly Jade Falcon. He might. He might be Smoke Jaguar.
I'm gonna throw that one. He would throw down on that one. I ain't no bitch. I ain't a loser.
He's a Cretan?
No, I'm gonna stick with this. He might be a Smoke Jaguar.
You may be onto something there because everybody died.
Exactly.
Oh no.
And also, he was full of bluster and constantly getting his ass kicked. You know. Like
Yeah, well, you want to know the one difference between him and Smoke Jaguar?
he survived.
That too.
Oh.
He knew how to raise a kid.
So he had a little clan ghost bear in him.
Yeah.
No, he put little clan ghost bear in Bulma.
Got a little clan bear in ya.
Guys, we're not talking about digs this way.
Oh no.
Oh my.
You keep George Takei the hell away from me.
Oh my.
Bulk, I've heard it from the man himself. It's okay to be Decay.
It's good to be the king.
Okay, now, shit, I need Clan Mel Brooks. I don't even know what the hell that looks like, but...
That wasn't George Takei, that was Zarbon.
Wait, was Zarbon the pink?
No,
Zarbon was the teal one.
Okay, Zarbon was the good-looking guy. Okay.
Dodoria was the pink one.
Okay.
Oh my god, I am going back to
Dodoria.
7th grade right now, and I feel terrible.
Yep. Fucking Dodoria. Team 4-Star, oh my god, they made Dodoria just absolutely...
Clan Mel Brooks with the sacred texts of remembrance, blazing saddles.
They rode a blazing...
Their totem mech is the blazing saddle.
They wore a shining star. They came to offer battle to spheroids near and far. They conquered Rosselhog into dirt. They turned the night into darker night.
They turned Smoke Jaguar to scrap.
It was a war of reaving.
Bulk, I hope you're writing this down and sending it to Goat.
Man, I don't need go judging me that hard.
Oh no, their totem mech is Mega Man.
Oh no. Lord, I'm not even sure what to base that on. It's got to be something with a melee weapon. So it can't be a clan mech. It's an axeman with a torch. Oh no.
Well, no.
New clan musical.
It's actually just it's an Atlas 2.
Oh, there you go.
I love this new clan musical. Springtime for clanners on Tukier.
Bring out your Tookie, Dad.
And see, now we've jumped producers. I wanna be a producer. Leave the inner sphere in flames.
Who stars as clan leaders?
It depends. What kind of movie are we making?
I mean, we're talking about Clan Mel Brooks.
If we're making Clan Mel Brooks, like Lincoln Osis is Terry Crews. I'll die on that hill, thank you.
Oh God, what was that?
That was the name of one of
John
my pilots.
Malkovich. John Malkovich is the cameo of the general.
When we flash back to Alexander Kerensky, it's it's John Malkovich just being yeah. I guess this is what we're doing, guys.
We're gonna go ahead and we're somewhere and just get out of here, okay? Oh no. Unfortunately, Zippy, Gene Wilder has passed and cannot be in there somewhere.
We'll just have to use like a 3D reconstruction of Gene Wilder.
Do you think we're made of money?
Welcome to the BPO, where our fill-in for Gene Wilder is literally a picture with a cutout of his chin that flaps up and down.
Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Christopher Walken is Anastasia's father.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to introduce you to the man that we've chosen to play the Fox. Oh God, what was his name? What Davion? Oh God, what was his name? Something Davion. Come on, chat. What Davion? Oh no.
Autocannon Davion.
Autocannon Davion, that's the one. Hans Davion. Yeah. Hans Davion, as played by Christoph Waltz.
Yep.
That would be fantastic.
Oh, hello.
Theodore Kurita, as played by George Takei.
Oh, God, who did I...
Who is Tim Curry playing in all of this?
Tim Curry's going to have to be somebody back at Comstar.
I mean, I'd say he should be.
Well, no, I was going to say Werner Herzog should be somebody from Comstar.
Flashback to Jerome Blake. Yes, I am Jerome Blake, and I am here to tell you all about the Comstar.
Tim Curry is Adam Steiner on Planet Somerset.
No, let's be fair. We got to give Tim something he can really chew some scenery on. Tim is Nikolai Malthus.
Okay.
You dare refuse my betrayal?
Oh.
I'm going to have to live the rest of my life knowing that I took a wolfhound and I painted it like Vegeta.
I would pay good money to hear Tim Curry say, "Pay your bills."
in his best worst Russian accent.
Okay, no. Nikolai Malthus as played by Patrick Stewart.
Ooh.
Give that man one last, possibly redeemable part.
Oh,
yeah.
you know, we were talking about Christopher Walken a few minutes ago. Did you guys see today that they've cast him as the Padishah Emperor in Dune?
Yes.
That's fucking amazing. Like, I don't know how that's going to turn out, but I'm here for it.
So, the boss that happens to be in the chat, remind me what movie it was that had those references in it.
You know, that movie with the references. That one.
We were talking about it earlier today. There was a movie that had references to Dune in it, and now he is playing this. So it's like full circle.
Well, I don't know how you go full day without referencing, you know, Dune, whether it's the book or the movies or, like, personally, I can't possibly survive a day without at least thinking of David Lynch's Dune. Because at some point, in any given day, somebody does something and I'm going to shake my fist in the air and just declare, I will kill him!
So you do realize that having referenced Tim Curry, the next mech that you paint is going to have to be his character from Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Oh God, I'm gonna have to paint a Frankenfurter? What in the hell do I even start with? I guess it's gotta be a pirate mech of some nature.
An enforcer. How about an enforcer?
Could be an enforcer. Let's see. I don't know, Chat.
Well, you said Frankenfurter, so that Franken-mech.
I don't know, Chat.
No,
Chat,
no.
what's the sexiest mech, Chat?
Hold on. He said Franken-mech. 70 tons, cataphract.
Yep, thank you.
Oh, no. Why have you done this to me?
Because I'm evil. And that's the last thing you're gonna have from me tonight.
Are you signing off on this, Bulk?
Yeah, I've got to sign off on you guys today.
How dare you, sir?
How dare I? Well, I honestly feel that you guys are doing really well with me just sitting back here, just doing nothing.
Well, to be fair, Bulk, I'm trying to let my piece dry a bit before going over with another coat, so I've been actually able to keep up with chat.
Guys, thanks everybody.
Bulk's going Betty by time. I think we got about 20 minutes left, so you have to put up with my chatty ass for the next 20 minutes, everybody. Everybody say bye, Bulk. He's the whole reason we're here to start. Jesus H. Christ. Bulk, before you go, how many people are watching this fucking stream?
All this love. I don't know how to feel about it. Good night, everybody.
We had 70 people, and now, we've lost 3 since Bulk said he's going to bed. Bye.
Hey, man. Okay, can we get one more viewer in here?
Oh, you're right. We gotta go ahead and
we gotta get 2 now. I only see 67.
Somebody invite a friend.
It's showing 68.
Right? We'll go with it. All right, that is a beautiful looking Vegeta Wolfhound.
There you go, Bulk. Screenshot.
Beautiful. There it is.
Nice.
Print screen.
Control Windows S. Let's see if it'll work. Will it work?
I got this.
No, shit, I hit speech recognition.
Oh, nice.
Cortana, how do I take a screenshot? All right, Bulk, you have a good night. Thanks for being here, pal.
Have a good night, Bulk. So are we going to be doing this the way that we were talking about?
I don't have it. What are we talking about? Oh, by the way, Bulk's gone now, guys. I mean, fuck that guy, right? Nobody take that seriously. It's a BPL tradition.
No, I was actually asking, do you want me taking where I got a piece to put up at the beginning so that they know where I was too.
If you want to, go for it.
So, chat, is that something that you want to know? Is
Chat.
that something you want to keep up with, or is it not important to you, which is cool by me?
Oh shit, Bulk's still in the chat. I said fuck Bulk, and he said he's still in the chat. We're screwed. But we do have a screenshot. 69 viewers. Nice.
Oh, wow. We're up to 78.
What in the fuck is even going on? Guys, I am not that good at this. What are you doing with your evenings?
Apparently coming in here.
And listen to us shitpost.
Yeah. I mean, it's good enough, right?
We here at WBPL 76 endorse y'all watching us shitpost as much as possible. Pistol's loyal, y'all.
No, it's one of those that
and
I'm
Zippy is
happy.
wait, very quickly I have to say Zippy is clearly somewhere in Asia or Australia. Oh wait, we got a stretch. Oh, big stretch. Big stretch. Like a dog. Zippy's clearly somewhere in Australia because that lucky bastard's already on Friday afternoon. And I still have to work tomorrow.
Yes, but this Saturday I actually have off.
Oh,
Yay.
look at you having your Saturdays off.
I mean, that's
every
other.
I was going
Saturday.
to say, to be fair, like I work a 9 to 5, so I get Saturdays off. So I'm just being an asshole. Don't worry, man. I'm just.
And thank you, Lord Lost and Found, for rating us with your viewers.
Oh shit! Did we got a raid? I don't think we've ever gotten a raid on this before. Then again, I don't usually watch chat very closely. Thanks for coming, guys. Also, thanks, Cookie. Thanks, Legion Mom.
Oh no, it's a raid. Hide the corn squeezing.
You put that side corn somewhere where you don't forget it. You hear me, son?
Yes, Papa. We're going to put that side corn right on its side out here, and no one's going to be able to find it.
That's right, because it's on its side. They can't see it when it's on its side.
Them Fed boys ain't ever going to be able.
That's why them Fed rats can't find it. I'm bringing this back around to Battletech just because that's where we are right now. But I will be happy to shoot any revenuers that want to steal my inevitable moonshine.
My moonshine is...
Of course, now I'm just sitting here thinking, how can I turn Copperhead Road into a song about Battletech? As much as silly as this is, like, this isn't a terrible Saiyan armor wolfhound. Like, I'll post some. I'll have this go out on the Twitter after we're done, and I'll drop this into my my Instagram also, just so that y'all can follow it. By the way, I've never pitched my my Instagram on this channel. I'll go ahead and do it if y'all are interested. I'll drop a link in chat too. But my my Instagram handle is parallax_games1, the number 1, because that's how Instagram be sometimes. But you can go and see all the other shit that I've done. And as the meme says, you'll look through it and you'll notice that when it comes to me painting models, sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit.
Sometimes good, sometimes shit. All the time spent.
Yes.
Here is what is said.
Phelan Kell was caught looking for Dragon Balls in the periphery. I'll believe it.
Here is what is always done. You see, there is always
Just for real quick reference for everyone that's watching, I'm relatively happy with Vegeta Wolfhound right now, so I'm going to set him off to the side and dry. And we're going to paint this cicada because everybody loves this fucking cicada, guys. Thank you, Cookie. Cookie, you're the best. Shit, where were we?
Hey, can you support my dig? Only gives you one double heatsink.
I'm not sure I can support that dig.
Oh my god, the cicada needs to be a Namekian.
Well, shit, now I can't make it purple. Okay, fine, we'll break this back out. We'll do this.
You want to know what you need for this? Some warp lightning. Contrast paint.
No, sir. No, sir. I'm going to start with this, and then I'm going to move on to Monument Hobbies Bright Yellow Green. That's right, WBPL 76 Parallax Painting, or Painting with Parallax, to the new Marik Workshop, whatever the hell you want to call this show. Not endorsed by Monument Hobbies, by the way.
Just remember, folks, that the BPL is the largest concentration of battle mech land that you can find on the internet.
This is probably true-ish. True-ish.
Of painted battle mech lances that you can find on the interwebs.
I mean, the Everything Battletech Discord is a thing. We do have to admit that. Let's see if I can paint myself a Namekian cicada in 10 minutes. What do you think, guys? You might have to put up with some extra sound off of the desk fan.
I think that should be fairly easy for you.
Let's see. I mean, this is mostly going to be, we'll get down a base coat of dark green, and then dry brush on some bright green. I've got some magenta lying over here. I just have to figure out where magenta goes. I'm not sure I can quite manage it in 10 minutes, but by God, we're going to try.
You know what? You can actually do purple on this. It's like a shirt.
Oh, it's a shirt. I'm not sure at this point. He's going to have to be a naked Namekian. I can't wait for too much of this to dry.
All right, then, ladies and gentlemen, please avert your eyes.
They're plants, dude. It's fine. It's fine. They're plants. I have it on good authority of the non-canonical movie Return of Cooler, or Cooler's Revenge, or whatever the hell it was, that Piccolo only drinks water.
Oh my god.
He, in fact, does not partake in rice cakes. As I remember, they were eating on the way to New Namek in that movie that is non-canonical. But remember, guys, he was always cooler. He had that super shredder form, and as his last transformation, it was fucking rad.
Don't forget.
I was always struck by how much he looked like Super Shredder there at the end. Also, by the way, guys, let's go ahead and establish that while I've got y'all here. We're going to go ahead and let y'all know that without argument, Super Shredder is the most powerful villain to ever be in a film, because the only way that he was defeated was he defeated himself. No, there's no arguments here, like Super Shredder.
M. Bison?
No, Super Shredder, sorry. Super Shredder, he kicked everybody's ass, and then he killed himself. Because there was, I guess there was nothing left to fight for. Okay, guys, I apologize. The condenser mic is going to pick up the desk fan, but if we want to try to finish Piccolo Cicada here, I need the fan.
Well, it's not picking up on my end so far.
Excellent! It did last time, so we're going to give it a shot, and if you are picking it up, I apologize. TMNT... Oh, that was Krang, Censor. That was Krang. Now, I want to go ahead and pitch this to y'all. Maybe next week I'll do this. I want everybody to look at this model, and I want you to realize something. This is not a Space Marine. This is not a Terminator. I want everyone clear on this. It is neither of those things.
It's a squat.
It's not a squat, in fact. If it were a squat, I'd be happy with it. But like, this is a Puppets War miniature that is in fact meant to proxy for a Terminator. It is not a Terminator. GW, if you're listening to me, this is not a Terminator.
Get to the chopper.
Get
Ow. Put the fucker down now.
I do have a commando here that we were talking about Frankenmix earlier. One of the arms broke off on this thing when I pulled it out of the resin, and I had a spare dragon arm lying around. So this is a commando with a spare dragon arm on it. So this, we're going to name this one Arnold. This is Arnold. I'm scouting the clans. Oh no, I don't think that cicada's going to dry in time, guys. It's not. Oh no. That's what I get for using mediums instead of water to thin this. We're going to have to save cicada for next week, guys, but we'll do Piccolo cicada.
And Parallax, before we sign off,
we got 6 minutes, but what have you got? Yes.
Remember that they have that thing that's going on.
That thing that's going on June 4th at what was it, 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern time?
Yeah, I think it was.
I think it was. Now, what was going on that day again?
Isn't it Crow, Gypsy, and Tex doing interviews about the Warhammer episode?
The Warhammer, that's right. Now, was that 40K or was that something different? Was it a different kind of Warhammer?
You know, I honestly can't remember, but the last thing that I heard out of Texas, fuck Games Workshop.
Now, the last thing I heard out of Tex was something akin to, I told you I was going to spend this on dumb shit. Amelia Jovovich mini. I don't think I have one. I can look into it, Zippy.
So, you guys keep an eye out and an ear out for that coming up. And
that will be brought to you by WBPL 76 host, Stryker of the news media. Remember, I need the first 10 minutes of that interview made up entirely of questions regarding Ghostbusters. They can be production questions, they can be narrative questions, they can be background questions. It doesn't matter. Stryker knows, so ask some Ghostbusters questions.
So,
but at that, guys, I think we're closing in right on our time. We got a few minutes left, so.
Throw those questions in chat if you.
What have you got? What have you got? Oh my God, we're out of time. What do you have? That's right. Cookie is putting all the details in. We're doing a Tex Talks BattleTech Q&A on June 4th
Stryker.
from 7 to 9 at Eastern Time, and Stryker is going to be answering questions about Ghostbusters for 2 hours.
Stryker, why is the Ghostbusters secretary so hot?
Stryker, why is it a 1956 Cadillac Miller Meteor? Couldn't they find a more suitable car?
Oh, no.
Stryker, what's the interest rate on 3 mortgages in 1984?
2.38%.
Is 1984, dude? It's like early in the Reagan presidency. It's probably 102%.
I know. Stryker, are you there? Oh,
Stryker,
no.
are you a god? Stryker, is the Ghostbusters Firehouse a residential or commercial space?
Who's Dan Aykroyd? Oh God, that would take.
Stryker, what kind of diamonds does Dan Aykroyd use to purify his vodka?
Oh God, is it bad that I know it?
I'm not exactly Marik blood relative, but I might be a leader of one of the other lesser houses inside the Free Worlds League.
Is it bad that I know what diamond?
I mean, if it's for shits and giggles, no.
No.
What kind of diamonds do they have, Warlax?
It's Herkimer diamond.
Herkimer diamonds, folks. Herkimer diamonds, the very best of made-up diamonds to purify vodka.
Why do I know that?
You're in the Legion, and somebody thought it was fucking funny to bring it up. Like it may have been in a podcast at some point.
Oh God, it's just one of those that you're like, diamonds does he use? And I'm like, I know that. Why do I know that answer?
Okay, here's the thing. That's my life every day. Somebody asks a question, I have an answer. Why the fuck do I know that? Why do I know how colors are designated in the graphic system of a Commodore 64? Why do I know how many different colors I can have in an 8x8 pixel grid? Why do I know these things?
Yeah, that's. I get that.
Guys, it is almost midnight Eastern Time, 11 Central Time, so we're going to go out on this. This is, in fact, a Republic Commando built on top of a Space Marine, and now you have to go to bed having seen this. You have to see this Republic Commando Space Marine. Y'all earned this. You earned it.
Hey. Could always print out some Republic Commandos and then get those.
But I did. They're Republic Commando Space Marines. Can't you see them?
I'm saying, you could always get those printed out and then send them my way.
I might have to do that at some point. But you might just end up with a box full of Republic Commando Space Marines. I can't. I don't know.
Fair enough.
It might happen. But y'all have a good night. That's our time. Tip your waiters.
Have a great night, everyone.
Later on, everybody.